friends. I just want to say thank you to the Gates Notes for sponsoring this video.
So I'm sure a lot of you know what little free libraries are. I know they're all over the world. I even came across some while I was in Italy, and I hope to place one in my neighborhood soonish, you know, sometime next year. But Bill Gates has decided to share his 5 favorite books and put them in little libraries all across the world, which I thought is super cool. And there's 5 books, and they're all associated with somehow with like locations that he's done work. So we have Kirkland, Delhi, Harvard Square, Johannesburg, and Antarctica. So each book has a book plate in them that has a little note from Bill, and I'm gonna show you in this one right here. It looks like this. Basically saying how he wanted to share his favorite books with people all over the world. This first one, I'm like, can I have this? No, it's going in the free library. But I love the cover, and it's his favorite science fiction book that he read as a kid. And that is Stranger in a Strange Land by Robert Heinlein. This really fun edition. And I think it has a foreword by Neil Gaiman. So, beautiful book. The next one is a memoir, and it says by a rock star who's a friend of mine. No big deal, but it's Bono. The memoir is called Surrender. I was like, I thought that face looked familiar. Look at these end pages. Ooh. Best book about tennis is The Inner Game of Tennis. This one's by W. Timothy Gallwey. This is a bit shorter. If you enjoy reading about presidents, the best book about Abraham Lincoln is this one. Now, it's thick. I was like, I need 2 hands to lift this one up. But this is Team of Rivals, The Political Genius of Abraham Lincoln by Doris Kearns Goodwin, winner of the Pulitzer Prize. Whew, she's hefty. Oh my God, it has, what are those things called? You know those edges. I like those edges. Those some nice edges. Deckled edges. And the best book about the periodic table. Hey, I know there's a book for everything, and that is Mendeleev's Dream, The Quest for the Elements. Very nice, very colorful. So check out a free little library near you, and who knows what you may find. Ban the fascists, save the books. Hey, hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess. Is this lighting different? Yes, because I'm not in my normal place that this light normally is, and it's so bright, so I'm like under it, but I think you can see me well enough and see this, which is the important part. If you hear anything, it's Nigel back there acting a fool. Anyway, as you can see, I'm making a TBR for the end of the year. Jessica, there's only one. Shut up, listen to me, okay? Is this feasible? Yes. Yes, it is. Can I do it? Yes. Yes, I can. Will I do it? That we don't know. You gotta stay tuned. I want to I want to make this video to document the books that I want to read and finish before midnight, December 31st of 2022. And then for my first wrap up in January of 2023, I can revisit this video and see which ones I did complete. So like I've done in a video before, is this crooked? Probably. Let me know how many or what books you think I'll get to, and then we can go from there. The first one is kind of a cheat, but kind of not, because I still would be including it in my wrap up in January, because I'm not gonna do a wrap up for November. And I'm already halfway through it. That's The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I'm finally reading it after owning it for a very long time. It is my patron book club pick for November. And I would tell you how I'm feeling about it, but I want you to be surprised, so stay tuned. But I am halfway through that book. Also, if I do not read this next book, I think there's some people who are gonna hop on a plane to come beat my ass. That is Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee. We all know. We all know. This book came out last year, about last November? Last October? And it is the conclusion to the Greenbone Saga. And I love Jade City, love Jade War, and I'm very scared, and that is why I have not read it. I just am very scared of what's gonna happen to some of my favorite characters. And I have been putting it off for a year, and I just can't do it any longer. I have to get to Jade Legacy. If any book on this list I have have to read Jade Legacy. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna have Nigel close so I can cuddle him when I get scared and worried, because Fonda makes me nervous after those first 2 books, but I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna freaking do it. Shut up. I'm gonna do it. Next, I have The Bands of Mourning by Brandon Sanderson, and then also The Lost Metal, which I actually have a physical copy. I don't have a physical copy of many things, but The Bands of Mourning is the 3rd book that I've already read, but I do need to reread it. I don't remember a lot of what happened. And then The Lost Metal just came out, and I did get a copy from Tor, so thank you so much for sending me this copy. And once I received it, I felt renewed. I felt reinterested, rejuvenated, if you will. And so I need, hopefully my hold for the audiobook can come in for The Bands of Mourning so I can be refreshed, and then read this, which I'm hearing really positive things about, which makes me so excited to see the conclusion to Wax and Wayne's story. I'm so nervous. I was gonna say in my opinion, but I was like, I've only finished one Brandon Sanderson series, and that is the Mistborn, the first era. Does he have any completed? That's not the point here. Anyway, I loved the ending of Era 1, so I think I'll enjoy the ending of Era 2. I have enjoyed all of the books. I know a lot of people don't love Era 2 because it definitely is very different from Era 1 of Mistborn, but I do love these books. I really love Wax, and I do like Wayne. Unpopular opinion, maybe. So I hope that I can get through that reread and then read this. Fingers crossed. Whew. Okay, what else is on my list? Hold on, let me see. Oh, okay, wait. Also, after The Bands of Mourning, but before The Lost Metal, I want to read Mistborn's Secret History, which is a Cosmere novella. So that's not as intimidating, but I do need to add that in. Bands of Mourning, Secret History, The Lost Metal. So that's another thing. Also, with Robin, I'm supposed to be buddy reading A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. I apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly. I read this book years ago. From what I remember, I was bawling, and it's one of the greatest books I've ever read. I feel like I'm gonna have the same experience because, you know, I don't know. I think it's something that will stand the test of time, that will hold up well. So I'm looking forward to it. Not how I will look when I'm crying, but I'm looking forward to revisiting the story because I do remember bits and pieces of it, but I don't know when that was. I think that was like over 10 years ago. When did that book even come out? It's been a long time, so I know that Robin was like, no, we don't need to read this so you can focus on Jade Legacy, but no, I really do want to read this book. So I'm hoping that we can fit that in as well, and I hope that he writes a new book soon. Also on my list, I have How the Word Was Passed. How many TBRs has this been on? I don't know, but I need to read it before the end of this year. I meant to read it last year. I didn't. I was gifted this book this year. I still haven't read it. The audiobook came in. I pushed it back from the library, so I just need to read it. It is a nonfiction book by Clint Smith. I always want to call him something different. I'm pretty sure it's Clint Smith. And yeah, I've heard great things. The audiobook is narrated by him. I really like his voice. I have like a nerdy crush on him. Like, not like, ooh, I want to be with you, but like he's just so smart that I'm like, oh, I love it. Talk to me. Talk nerdy to me. So I want to get to that one. And another nonfiction book that I hope that I can finish is that one right there. Ace by Angela Chen, which I have already read, but I started my reread because it was a pick for the Book Community Read Nonfiction Book Club, and then I didn't finish my reread before the live show, but the live show made me want to continue my reread, so I do have the audiobook, so I just need to continue listening to that one. I'm already like over halfway through that, so it's totally possible. But also, our November pick is Inferior by Angela Saini, and I would like to read that because I want to get us caught back up to our normal schedule because we've been behind because of me. And I would like, I don't want to be the drama anymore. So those are my 3 nonfiction picks. Inferior by Angela Saini, Ace by Angela Chen, and How the Word Was Passed by Clint Smith. I know I'm pushing it, but also if I don't watch as much Housewives, it's possible that I could get through all of these. Or I need to try that challenge that is swapping my screen time. Like I need to look at the amount of hours I spend on TikTok every day. Although that might be the opposite of self-care, so I don't know. But I think I could do it. Hold on. Another real stretch, but who knows? Christmas miracles happen, right? Miracles happen once in a while. Right? Okay. So I read The Ninth Reign earlier this year. I don't know how early this year was. It was this year by Jen Williams. I feel like this book was made more popular or made popular in general on BookTube by Elliot Brooks because she talked about this series a lot, and I really did enjoy the first one. And I have the second two already, The Bitter Twins and then The Poison Song. I did try to read The Bitter Twins a couple months ago, but you know, slump life. So I want to finish those this year simply because I keep doing this to myself where I start a series, I really enjoy it, I'm gonna read the next one, and then I wait so long that I have to go back and reread it. Not like I don't want to reread it one day, I just don't want to have to reread it now or soon. So if I could go ahead while I still remember things and continue and then finish the trilogy, that would be superb. So, self-finished trilogy. I'm like trying to put it in my mind. We can do this. We can do this, right? Okay. And then lastly, as if this isn't, did my charger die? Okay, I had an ARC sent to me of a thriller called Someone Had to Do It, and it comes out in December, I believe, and they sent me a physical copy, so I really want to get to that one. And I had started it, and then I put it down to read something. I don't know. I start so many things and put things down. But that one, which isn't too long, so it could be doable. Again, a lot of this is minimizing my distractions. By distractions, I say Housewives of Salt Lake City and TikTok. So maybe I really will do that. I need to do that for like 2 weeks. I need to just not, oh my God, I don't know if I could do that for 2 weeks, but maybe a week, maybe a few days, maybe a weekend, we'll see. But that book, and then the last one I wanted to read, I wanted to get to another one of my fairy loot books, and I don't know which one. I'm thinking this one because I can't think of the title right now, and they're in the room, but they're like in the top of the closet. Or maybe this one. I am very intrigued by Veronica Roth's new book that was also a fairy loot book. Or this one, which is whatever Adrienne Young, is that her name? One of those. Because they're not too long, I don't think. Okay, so let's recap. Either one of these fairy loot books that I put on the screen here that I don't even know the title of, Someone Had to Do It, The Bitter Twins, The Poison Song, which are the second two in the Winnowing Flame trilogy after Ninth Reign, The Bands of Mourning, Secret History, The Lost Metal, How the Word is Passed, Ace and Inferior, The Atlas Six, Jade Legacy. Is that it? That's it. Okay, so let me know down in the comments which books you think I'll actually get to. Y'all better be supportive. Okay, thank you. And I hope you're having I hope you've had a better reading year than me, and I can finish out this reading year strong. Fingers crossed for all of us, but you will know, I mean, I guess you'll know. No, I'm not gonna put it on Goodreads, so if y'all follow me on Goodreads, you can know. No. So you're not gonna know what books I actually finished until I do my wrap up in January, so sit tight and wish me luck, wish me fast eyes. What? Wish me focus on reading and not on other things. Anyway, I think that's it. Also, this is from Boredwalk. I don't know if I said this earlier. I did buy this myself, but this is from Boredwalk. I do have a code that can save you a moolah, and this is really cozy. I like to get, this is an extra large because I like them bigger, but I was like, this is perfect. Ban the fascist, save the books. Okay, stay blessed, hydrated, moisturized, and sunscreen. I'll see you in my next one.